Trent?
Yeah, obviously it's been a tough couple of days. Devastated for Trent and the way it's all worked out, and I guess ultimately, feel responsible. At the end of the day, us players are responsible for the performances on the field and the results, and obviously haven't been getting the results, and that's why we've ended up in this situation.
I understand that you wanted to front the board to state the case to keep Trent. Is that correct?
Yeah, so to my knowledge, the board we're going to sit down on Monday and just have a chat about the future and the results. And I just asked if I could speak to them and I guess just let them know that he has the support of all the players, and that's totally true. I fully support him. He's a fantastic coach, and really just want to make that known that he certainly has the full support of us, and for me personally, he's been fantastic for me. I think he's a brilliant coach. He's probably the most well-rounded coach that I've had, in terms of he's a great communicator, he's a great motivator, he's got great footy intelligence and knowledge, and he's been fantastic for me.
So do you feel let down by his decision to quit, or do you think he quit?
No, not at all. I understand it. There's obviously been a fair bit of pressure on him. I guess at this club, members and fans and everyone involved in the club demands results and performances, and unfortunately we haven't delivered on that over the past couple of years.
So the players will be angry at themselves, I guess, for Trent's decision?
Yeah, I guess in a way, well, I guess that's ultimately, at the end of the day, we are responsible for the results.
You've had, obviously, the coach quit. We saw overnight Brent Nathans playing for the Tigers, potentially against you guys on Friday. 3 guys are in doubt with the flu. Have you had a more disrupted lead up to any game? Yeah,
it has been very disrupted. The Brent one as well was a little bit out of the blue. I spoke to him yesterday. I'm not too sure about the circumstances surrounding it, but I just rang him and to make sure he was all right, and he felt pretty comfortable with his decision and said he made it the best decision for his family. So as long as him and his family are happy, then I guess that's the main thing.
Just had a chance to speak to Trent yet since Monday?
Yeah, I spoke to him Monday, just after Gus sort of informed us.
How was he, mate? How was he?
Yeah, as you'd expect, he was pretty upset. He felt like he was going to be here long term, I guess, and be part of the change when we sort of started turning things around here. And I think he was disappointed that he couldn't be a part of that.
After Friday night, did you have an inkling on Saturday morning that something like this would transpire in the next 48 hours?
Well, I guess there's been a lot of media headlines and a lot of pressure around, so I guess there was sort of an air of that. Yeah.
There's been reports that Jack Hetherington's been told he can look elsewhere. Is there any truth or any fear, I guess, from you as the captain of the club that players may follow Brent Nathans out the door on the back of Trent going?
Oh, not really, mate. No.
This conversation's been had between the playing group, like, we're here and we're building something, or are people looking elsewhere?
The conversations that we've had, obviously, around Trent leaving, but I guess now we've got 2 choices. We can use that as an excuse for poor performances and poor preparation, or we can rally together and we can go out there. I guess the best way that we can respond to this situation is go out there and win, and that's what we plan to do.
You're always praised playing the game as hard as anyone, and you've been here since 2012, a couple of grand finals. Braithen Astor said the dogs of war mentality is gone, and he's won a comp here as well. Do you agree with that?
It's easy to say that when we're not winning, I guess. As for Braith personally, I don't really know Braith. I haven't seen him around training, so I'm not sure how he can comment on that.
There was so much optimism for 2022 with all the big recruitment drive in the off-season, so many new names. Why do you think that hasn't been able to translate onto performances on the field to start the season?
I'm not too sure. I guess a lot of the games we've been in, and we've only lost by a small margin. I guess the last couple of weeks have been disappointing in the fact that we played teams that were sitting similar positions to us, and for us I thought they were pretty good opportunities to get a couple of wins, but again we beat ourselves. We don't give ourselves any opportunity. Too many unforced errors and poor discipline have sort of led to that, so we don't have to change too much. And to be honest with you, it's round 11. We've got plenty more footy to play this year, and as it stands, we're sitting 3 wins outside the top 8. So we haven't given up on the season at all. There's plenty more footy to be played, and we're still going to be pushing for finals footy.
Josh, has it been frustrating to hear, ex-players like Brave, Mick Ennis has said something similar, say that you guys have lost your DNA or you're no longer the Dogs of War when you're trying to forge your sort of own identity as a team?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really watch any of those shows or listen to too much of that at all. So they're paid to have an opinion, and they give it, and that's about as far as I sort of think about that.
You have been here for a long time, been through a few coaches. Does it feel like a bit of a Groundhog Day for you?
I guess in a way it does, yeah. But I guess my job now is, that's done. Unfortunately, I'd like Trent to still be here, obviously. But I said before, the only response we have now is and we owe it to our fans and our supporters, and we owe it to Trent and ourselves to go out there, and we've got to prepare that the best that we possibly can. We can use this as something to bring us closer and to motivate us with our preparation and go out there and win.
Josh, how did you first chat with Mick Potter go?
Yeah, we haven't spoken too much. He basically just addressed us this morning and said he's come in late this week, obviously, so he's just going to sort of sit back and let the assistants do their thing, and he'll sort of chime in where he can, but mainly sort of take over the reins from next week. But I think he's a fantastic addition. He's a premiership winner here. He's won 2 premierships here, and he's got a lot of experience as a head coach. So and he brings an outside perspective as well, which I think is important.
Is there any sort of cultural issue within the group? The club's been panned for Paul Horn carrying on towards the media. You stand here and answer all the questions that we've got. Maybe others don't carry on the same way. Is there an issue in the playing group?
No, not at all. If there was a cultural issue here, we'd be getting beat by 60 every week, which we're not. The results haven't been going our way, I understand that, but as it stands, like I said, we're not that far away from the pack, so not really worried about that. As for Paul's comments, I don't think there was much in that at all, mate. He's just trying to stand up for his coach.
Josh, would you like to have any input into the new coach who's going forward, the successor from 2023 onwards?
No, mate, that's not my job.
What do you think the club needs in a new coach going forward?
Not too sure, mate. I haven't really thought too much about that. It's above my pay grade, that one.
Josh, can you just understand from the fans' point of view, obviously no final since 2016, I know you and all the players had backing Trent Barrett, but do you agree, like from a fan's point of view, something had to give, right? I mean, 5 wins in 34, you're sitting last after 10 rounds, and it might not necessarily be his fault, but often it is the coach that cops it, right?
Yeah, unfortunately it is, and I said before, at the end of the day, it's the players that are responsible, and we're the ones on the field, and we're the ones that aren't delivering the results. Unfortunately, Trent's fallen on his sword for us, but we'll do everything in our power to try and change that. We'll work hard, and we're not giving up on the season.
Did he give you any indication he was going to quit?
No. He, not at all.
Sorry, mate, just one more on Brent Naden. You said that it was a bit of a surprise. When did the playing group sort of learn about that?
Yesterday, sort of mid-afternoon, Brent sent us all a message. He obviously, because we weren't at training yesterday, he couldn't address the group, and he was sorry for that. But he told us all then.
Gus said on Monday that appointing a full-time head coach is still a long way off. Have the playing group been given any timeline of when that'll be, and do you think that would be give the group a bit more stability to know who will lead the Bulldogs into the future?
Yeah, no, we've been given no indication. It's all happened pretty quickly, as you can imagine. So yeah, there's been no indication. And as for the timeline, it probably would be better for it to happen sooner rather than later. Just helps everyone at the club, I guess, with a little bit of uncertainty. So.
Josh, in your praise of Trent, would it be fair to say that Trent Barrett's the best coach you've had?
Yeah, I think so. He's certainly the best. Well, I said before, he probably would be. Yeah, he's a well-rounded coach, and I went through all his attributes before. But he's a fantastic coach, and I hope he doesn't give it up, and I hope he pushes on, because he's got a lot of value to add to footy and to different organisations.
Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks.